These days, Bibi Shakira Aziz finds delight in her grandson. Aftab, an energetic 3-year-old, manages to give her some happiness. But it's fleeting, as she often has flashbacks of his father, Fayaz, her only son, her only child.
It's hard. We got through something like this, and especially when you only get one kid. Not easy. Very, very, very hard. I can't tell you how my daily life will go on. When I thank God so He make me see one other day, when I there with a little boy, I forget everything. But when I there around me do my work, my mind only hang on Fayaz, only hang on Fayaz.
Fayaz grew up with his mother and father at their number 70 village home on the Quarantine Coast and taught basic Islamic classes at the masjid next door. After high school, he went to the Government Technical Institute and qualified as an auto mechanic, but he never pursued that as a career. Instead, he took up carpentry. He got married to Pooja Pitam, and she moved to live with him at his parents' house before migrating to the United States, and Fayaz would later follow. But those plans never came true. Fayaz never made it, never able to see his second child, his daughter, who was born in the United States.
Seeing that now that little one attacked the girl, and really hurt, like, I don't know how to face this two grand picnic. Because now they're on attack and you never know. I know she didn't know that her father passed away, but they buy with me, he know. But still, he still asks about it. And for the past 8 months, rolling on to 9 months, really, really rough.
Sometime between the night of October 31st and November 1st last year, Fayaz was brutally beaten to death.
They murdered my son and beat my son to death.
The man at the center of Fayaz's death is Marcus Bisram, also from number 70 village, who migrated to the United States and qualified as a nurse. He was known to be very generous, giving away money to various charities, including a mandir on the Quarantine Coast and building the traffic office at this police station. Fayaz had gone to the house Marcus Bisram would stay at, where there was a party on October 31st, but no one, including his paternal grandmother, could explain how he ended up there.
Fayaz never left house. I never knew that Fayaz would left home. And how Fayaz ended up there, I don't know.
The police first listed Fayaz's death as an accident, a possible hit and run, but his family didn't believe it.
So much things run on the road, so no car can see. Nobody can hear an impact of that car. Nowhere. Why?
When Berbice police seemed reluctant to treat Fayaz's death as a homicide, murder, his uncle Abdul Riza Shafiq decided he needed to get up and get, and he made the trip to Georgetown to ensure police headquarters knew what was happening.
That process was very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. I'm the one who actually took it on his shoulder. Went to Georgetown with the cabinet, spoke to them, come back and forth. Discover the crime scene and everything. Carry the police and show them where was the crime scene. The original crime scene. From where we started where the killing happened. But you had a lot of ups and downs in it.
Mr. Shafiq was convinced that Berbice police wanted to duck the case, like others he has heard of before.
We had a lot of covering up here. A lot of covering up. From the people, the first set of people who were handling nothing. You know? The CID who were handling the matter, there was a lot of covering up. They were at one time, they are claiming it was accident. But when you really look up the body, it's not an accident.
With Georgetown police involved, the arrests started to come in. A warrant was issued for Marcus Bisram's arrest on March 7, 2017, and Interpol, International Police, put out an alert, but Bisram continued to live in the open until he was arrested on July 4th last in New York. The government of Guyana has submitted a formal request for Bisram's extradition. Bisram's arrest warrant was issued based on the following. On the night of October 31st last year, Bisram hosted a party at his house along this street at number 70 village on the Quarantine Coast. The guests at the party included Harry Paul Pasram, called Lloydie, Radish Moti, called Rado, Nairon Yakub, called Orville, Deodat Dat, known as Brockhand, Orlando Dickey, known as Rastaman, and the victim, Fayaz Naraindat. Police claim that at a party, Naraindat went to the back of the yard to urinate, and it was there that Bisram approached and began touching his body, including his penis and buttocks. Next, police allege that Naraindat became annoyed and slapped Bisram several times on his face before walking to the front of the yard. Bisram then, police claim, walked to the front of the yard where he told Moti and others, "Naraindat just slapped me up. Y'all done he. Y'all kill his." The police claim that the 5 men accused of the murder began to beat Naraindat, cuffed him, and pushed him out of Bisram's yard and onto the road where they continued to beat him. As the beating continued, Bisram is alleged to have stated, "Beat he till he dead." Naraindat tried to escape with his life, running away, but the 5 men pursued, caught up to him, and continued beating him and threw him into a nearby drain. Police claim that Dicky and Yakub then removed Naraindat from the drain, and Dat and Pasram placed Naraindat into the trunk of Moti's car, and then Moti and Pasram got into the car and drove off in the direction of the number 70 Village public road. An hour later, the 2 men, Moti and Pasram, are said to have returned to Bisram's house, approximately an hour later, without Naraindat, who was found dead on the following morning on the number 70 Village public road. The post-mortem medical examination determined that the causes of death were cerebral hemorrhage with multiple skull fractures, spinal fracture, ruptured spleen and liver, a fractured arm, and other injuries.
I drive on this road, I tell you, I drive years on this road. It's not an accident. My son was beaten actually to death.
If Fayaz's brutal death was not enough to bear, his family faces daily threats and intimidation.
Here, you can come out of your house as you like. You got to be careful if you want to go anywhere. You got to go time like now. Come back to the house. What life is?
We can go anywhere. You don't know which car you travel with. Couple days ago, not too long, there's an Amerindian Buckman. When the man come, the man say, here is a hotel, this house is a hotel, a whole house. Then come several times to make a report, we find knife. Knife was there, and carry knife.
They are saying they're going to kill me and my family, but not my house. So I want to tell them we're ready to face it.
Despite it all, Fayaz's family are confident that they will see the face of justice.
I will never give up. I'm a Muslim, I believe in my Allah, and I believe in justice. If the whole world against me, my Allah will be. I know that.
If he can move mountain, why can't he give us justice?
For now, Fayaz's family finds comfort in the happy memories he shared with them. But for his mother, the tears will always flow as she daily remembers her last encounter with Fayaz.
The morning there, his son sleep. He didn't get up. He didn't get to play with his son in the morning. My son go out to the road, my son come back and take me see him stand up on the road. My son come in dinner, my cousin says around 8 o'clock at night. My cousin bring him. I said, don't come and wait for my son come, my son not come. And my son dead. The last me see my son, he stand up in front there. I'm gonna see back my son in the head, my son till today.
For the newsroom, I'm Neil Marks reporting.